Tonight on WCNC Charlotte at 11, a mother's fight for justice being met with what she calls a failed system. A system she says isn't doling out proper punishment for young offenders, even when they're accused of repeated, serious or deadly crimes.
Questions about these policies surfacing most recently following a mass shooting out of Raleigh, where police identified a 15-year-old as a suspect, and authorities say they want to charge him as an adult. WCNC Charlotte's Brianna Harper shares why experts say transferring crimes from juvenile court to adult court can often be tricky.
For the past 5 months, the Mecklenburg County Courthouse has become a regular visit for one mom who says her teenage son was robbed and executed by another teen. And now there's a chance that suspect could be sentenced to less than 2 years to the juvenile court system. 18-year-old Kashawn Johnson's future cut short by a deadly crime. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police say back in May, he was robbed and shot in the head by 2 suspects, one of them just 15 years old. That teen is now charged with first-degree felony murder.
A homicide was committed during the act of another felony crime. Adults, this is eligible for death penalty. This is a very serious case.
Yet still the mother of the victim, Tianna Nelson, believes this case isn't being taken seriously enough. She learned the teenage suspect, who we're told has a history of other violent crimes, won't be tried as an adult. Instead, the case could remain in juvenile court, where the maximum sentence is up to 2 years.
I don't have any more children, but your children and your families deserve to be safeguarded. They deserve a judicial system. They deserve a district attorney's office that is going to follow due process and prosecute and put violent offenders away.
We took those concerns to a defense attorney who says there are multiple factors to consider, like a child's criminal record, to decide if a case might be transferred out of juvenile court.
You have that history in juvenile court and you've already, quote unquote, received the benefit, I guess, of some of those services that are offered through juvenile court. You're more likely to be transferred.
Attorney Anastasia Cowan also adds the goal in most juvenile cases is to rehabilitate and not punish. And oftentimes there's a request for an evaluation that could reveal other factors too.
Looking at several different things, whether or not there are any developmental delays, whether or not there are any educational needs, where this kid is just period developmentally, even if there are no delays, because, you know, this 15-year-old is not necessarily the same developmentally as that 15-year-old.
As for Nelson, plans for a peaceful protest are now in the works in hopes of making sure her baby boy's death isn't in vain.
Shed light on this case and awareness, and I hope that Spencer Merriweather and the rest of the district attorney's office do what is ethically right and prosecute and protect us, protect the community.
And that protest will take place Wednesday morning around 8:45, starting outside the district attorney's office and then ending here outside the courthouse. Reporting in Uptown, Brianna Harper, WCNC, Charlotte.